will die slow. You chill, Salamandra! You will die slow.
Bravo! An impressive slaughter. Here I feared those idiots would bore me with incessant pleas, but they proved entertaining after all.
Who are you?
Radovid, I don't like being interrupted.
Listen, Radovid, I don't much care what you like. You'd better explain your connection to Salamandra. I'm sure we'll meet someday.
Nobody said that to me in a long time. I like you. You go straight for the jugular. I'll tell you who I am. I'm not out of fear. I share nothing in common with Salamandra, absolutely nothing. I once thought to use them as a tool, but I changed my mind.
A tool?
Political leverage, Witcher.
Can you be clearer?
I can, but I won't. Suffice to say that Salamandra's actions don't suit me right now, which makes us allies. Good luck, Witcher, and say hello to Ada.
Where's the action? Die, swine! Kill you! Do not challenge the Salamandra! You're dead! Take that!
Geralt.
You know me?
It's me. It's me, Captain Vincent.
This explains your disappearances at night.
I was covering you. Those imbeciles didn't even crawl from the sewer.
You want thanks?
Just tell me what you learned.
Nothing special.
We're on the same side.
I can help you break the werewolf spell.
No need. I'm better at catching criminals this way. Also, the criminals fear this terrible monster that defends the poor. Meaning me.
Radovid spoke to the salamanders through a teleprojection.
The King of Redania? Some support?
No, he refused, but they have mutual friends.
Anything else?
Nothing special.
We're on the same side.
Why should I spare you?
Why wouldn't you?
You kill humans.
How many have fallen by your sword? I'm not a monster on the inside, unlike you.
You're right. Appearances don't matter.
Thank you. Let us both be on our way.
I'm not liking this. Better check this out. The hideout of Vincent the Werewolf. Did he think himself a superhero?
different? How interesting.
Witcher.
Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Use plain language.
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base.
So,
I need to speak with Luvarden. We'll talk later.
We have news about Salamandra.
good news, I hope.
Alas, no. Its influence reaches further than we anticipated.
And you have an offer for me.
Why the sarcasm? Salamandra has strong political backing. We've been unable to convince town or military authorities to take them on.
How's that possible?
I suspect it relates to recent suspicious edicts.
What will you do?
We need support. An army unit or similar force.
How does that involve me?
We'd like you to negotiate with our potential allies.
Who do you have in mind?
Salamander have ruffled some feathers. The Squareton, the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'll see what I can do.
If you succeed, we will meet them here.
I need some time to myself. Come back later.
Sometimes I prefer to be a peasant.
I need some time to myself. Come back later. Quiet! Alvin's asleep.
Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
Listen, about my identity.
Progress already?
I'm still analyzing.
Geralt.
I'll see you later.
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys, I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, or bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place. Though in her favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
I trust Triss.
Mark my words.
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the King of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the Scoia'tael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me. But I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
I believe so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
What?
Alvin's asleep?
Windblade.
We spoke about where little dryads come from.
Of course. The hunt.
Not yet.
In wet
Gwynblade.
If you're Salamandra's enemy, I may have an offer for you.
Dead one too. And more trouble than most. Speak.
I have powerful friends who know how to destroy that organization.
I have bigger problems than Salamandra.
What can I do to convince you?
Finish what I first requested. Then we'll talk.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you with your elves?
The Druid's Grove acts as a sanctuary where I can quietly think, lay plans. My going to Vizima presents an unnecessary risk. Part of the unit inside Vizima is accomplishing plenty.
Have any jobs for me?
I have a mission for you. One not entirely related to the struggle for freedom.
Yavin, cut to the chase.
We have learned that the ruins of an elven temple have been found in the sewers beneath Vizima. Not surprising given the city was erected on elven foundations. We think Lara Dora may have been there, and may have left something behind.
Who?
You will learn everything if you agree to help. I sent a unit there, but I fear something has gone wrong. I need you to find out what happened.
I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful.
I'd be interested to hear about Lara.
Lara Doran. Sheerdal was an elven sorceress, an N7, a knowing one. She carried Hen Iker, elder blood, which puzzles even us elves. As fate would have it, Lara fell in love with a human sorcerer, Cregennan of Lod. Other humans could not bear it, and began persecuting them. They became outcasts, shunned by all around them. No pleas would soften the stone hearts of the cruel and merciless Dwan. When Lara, begging mercy not for her but for her unborn child, grabbed the door of the royal carriage, at the king's behest a man-at-arms lashed out with his cutlass, severing her fingers. She fled the city, sought shelter in a forest. When night descended and the frosts came, Lara faded on a hill amidst the trees. She gave birth to a daughter whom she protected with what warmth remained in her waning body. Though a blizzard raged through the night, spring suddenly appeared on that hill, and Fenawed bloomed. Now those flowers grow only in Dol Blathana, and where Lara breathed her last. You must understand the importance of any artifacts. She was exceptional, someone whose loss defies words no matter what the language.
Why do you hate humans so much, Yavin?
Why? I assume you don't mean ideology and the like, and you would rather hear some dark secret from deep within my soul.
You assume correctly.
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
Agreed.
I once lived in a city among humans. I was honest and courteous, respected all their ridiculous customs and laws. Assimilation. I lived that word for years, and during that time I was cheated, sneered at, on occasion beaten and robbed. I felt no hatred for humans. In fact, I felt better than them. I told myself they were simply incapable of controlling their weaknesses, their flaws. I was robbed 3 times as often as others. Racist slogans were painted on my door in excrement. For years I wondered why. Was I doing something wrong? What could I do to bring peace to my life? And you know what I came to understand?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
I was doing nothing wrong. I'd been lying to myself from the outset. Just as the moon will never catch the sun, so humans will never change. They will remain egotistical, envious, petty and fearful of anything they don't understand. And believe me, there's plenty. Matters proceeded quickly thereafter, but that's another story.
Now you resemble humans.
No, Geralt, definitely not. And you, Witcher? Who are you? You too have experienced human ignorance and hatred.
But I feel no contempt for them. I don't look down on them, and I don't generalize. Humans are how they are, and I'll make no effort to change or fight them. I'll adapt. Evolution, Yavin.
Evolution makes no allowance for sterile mutants. No offense. Think about it, Geralt.
Farewell.
What, White Wolf? Windblade.
We spoke about where...
Of course. You have proved yourself a skilled hunter. Yet one obstacle remains.
What's that?
Witchers are sterile. We Dryads don't acknowledge intimacy without procreation.
Intimacy without procreation can be good.
How?
Sex relieves stress, improving body and mind.
We Dryads must be vigilant and agile to defend our home. And my body demands love.
Would you like to be with me?
Yes, for the day.
Come.
Who the hell are you? Didn't I see you speaking to Yavin at the camp?
Yavin sent me to see what happened to you.
A witcher? We're lucky you came.
Meaning?
We're after elven artifacts. Got into the temple, but once there, I felt a terrible cold and heard a cry. One of my people exploded. Then some thing attacked another of my companions. Only those you see here survived. Slay that thing, whatever it is. You'll be generously rewarded.
I'll try.
Witcher, you alive?
That was worth more than you can imagine.
Yavin will pay your price.
Interesting. We found nothing.
Thanks, and farewell.
Kidmel, thank you for your help, Wolf.
My payment?
300 orens. And forget what you saw, Dwan.
Let's leave these nasty souls.
Gwynblade.
Farewell. Why do you agree? No,
they will
now.
No.
You're trying to make the sun stand still. To me, elves hardly differ from humans. I don't understand you, and I don't like your arrogance. You dream of a lost time that will never return, no matter how many Dwan you slay.
We shall see, Geralt.
Farewell.
Master Richer!
What, boy?
The bank's been robbed! Master Velerad said we should fetch a Witcher!
What's going on?
Follow me, Master Geralt!
Are you ill? Behold! The best goods in the
My husband was supposed to go to the town hall.
The Scoia'tael are robbing the bank!
What's happening?
Armed robbers have taken over the bank and are holding hostages. Siegfried's leading the assault.
Always the hero.
Geralt, they need support.
My husband was supposed to go to the town hall.
Is there another way in?
I wouldn't advise a frontal assault.
Velerad, hurry.
Perhaps you can enter through the warehouse connection.
Warehouse?
A pedestrian overpass links it to the town hall. It's unused, but I have a key.
Unused?
The women who work at the town hall speak of ghosts.
Give me the key.
The knights should slay those non-humans.
Save me the crown. A good...
Put matters right, Richard. It's hot in this thing.
Those swords just for show. I need to rest.
Perfect. A Witcher complete.
'Tis
It'll rain through tomorrow.
I stay clear of the garden.
It'll rain through tomorrow.
The Eternal Fire would protect us. There's Scoia'tael downstairs. The Eternal Fire would protect us. I can't work like this. The Eternal Fire would protect us. I can't work.
Blooded one! No one move! When will this end? Blooded one! This is a robbery!
What are you doing here?
I'm here to negotiate.
I'm no good at negotiating.
Meaning?
Yavon's downstairs.
Screw co-op existence! I shall test you!
Yavon's
No one
downstairs.
moves! You shall die, human! Everyone on the floor!
Where's my husband?
I shall
What do you
cut
want
you,
with
hairy
us?
ape! I detest you, dwarf!
Ellerin. You know the story of Ellerin, Witcher?
No, but I think we have more important things to think about.
The White Rose of Sherowed, known to dwarves and humans as Ellerin. 2 centuries ago she led the elven youth into battle. Our elders were against it, knowing that success was out of reach, knowing they might not recover from defeat.
Yavin, the knights are preparing to attack.
Ellerin, the White Rose. She roused the youths to battle. They grabbed their arms and followed her into their last desperate fight. They were massacred, mercilessly.
Yavin, the bank is surrounded.
They died saying her name, repeating her call, her cry. They died for Sherowed and for Ellerin, just as she had promised, with dignity, heroically, with honor.
Were you there?
Have you made your decision?
What decision?
You can't straddle a fence forever, especially if that fence runs through the middle of a battle.
Are you trying to recruit me?
No. With your conscience, you're hardly suited to be a revolutionary.
So?
I had a reason for telling you about Ellerin. There's a war on Geralt. A war for survival, for freedom. You don't have to be one of us to help us. Many serve our cause as best they can, and you're best at slaying monsters.
I won't be dragged into a war between the Scoia'tael and the Order. I'm a Witcher. Neutral as all hell.
You're a fool, Witcher. It's too late for neutrality. Stand with me now or forever be my foe.
Don't expect me to tag on a squirrel tail and dive headlong into battle. I'll help you the Witcher's way.
I expect nothing more. Sorry, no time to celebrate. We're stuck here because of monsters.
What monsters?
Our mission was to find documents that would allow Vivaldi to recover his bank. Only right, wouldn't you say? Yet we find ourselves trapped. Kikimore's blocking our escape. We plan to flee through the sewers.
I'll see what I can do.
Go, White Wolf. Look out! The Kikimores are everywhere.
Strange. Kikimore's outside their nest.
Something's not right here, Witcher.
I'll clear the passage.